Right now on ABC 10 News at 4 o'clock, the FDA gives the Pfizer vaccine the green light for children ages 12 to 15. The news coming amid a push to get local teenagers vaccinated at pop-up clinics around the county. Plus, the gun violence restraining order against the husband of missing mother Maya Millete. The documents revealing he's a military marksman. And college graduates will get to have commencement in person. How local schools are planning to keep people safe. New details this afternoon on the gun violence restraining order against Larry Millete, the husband of missing Chula Vista mother of three. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kimberly Hunt. A missing piece of the document discovered today shows the reason why investigators wanted to confiscate Milliete's firearms. The GVRO says that Chula Vista police had a picture of his 4-year-old son standing next to the kitchen table covered in firearms, passports, and high-capacity magazines, as well as ammunition. The documents call the situation dangerous for the child. Millete reached out to ABC 10 News anchor Vanessa Van Hefty and told her his rights have been violated.
Investigators are not saying what they took out of the home of Larry Milliete's house Friday night, but newly obtained documents show us investigators were interested in Milliete's guns. Some, they say, are illegal, unregistered assault weapons. Maya Milliete's sister knew nothing about the order.
This was a surprise for us.
The document shows Larry Millete owns 22 firearms, including 7 AR-15s, 3 shotguns, and 5 handguns. 8 of the firearms were legally registered to Millete. The other 14 were not. Millete responded to my inquiries in a text saying, "All of my firearms were purchased legally. I am a law-abiding citizen and veteran. My rights have been violated numerous times, especially my Second and Fourth Amendments. I still believe we live on the best country on earth despite the events that have occurred thus far." He thanks me for reaching out and continues, "I would like to add that I have showed no aggression or pose no risk that would prohibit me from owning or possessing firearms. It is our constitutional right as Americans to be able to protect our family from all enemies, foreign and domestic." But inside these documents, investigators say the reason for the restraining order is a significant danger of Millete having access to the firearms. Larry is said to have allowed a third party to possess firearms without a legal transfer, and also states that he recently bought 2 firearms after a search warrant at his home where illegal firearms were seized. After the search in January, Millete reportedly told officers that he knew they were coming for his weapons, and he gave multiple firearms to his friends. In the document, police say he refused to give names of those in possession of the weapons. 10 News also uncovered Milliete's military records. He was enlisted as a hospital corpsman from August 2000 to August 2005. He received numerous decorations, including the Global War on Terrorism Medal and the Pistol Marksmanship Ribbon. Vanessa Van Hefty, ABC 10 News.
2 semi-automatic rifles belonging to Millete were seized from his uncle's house. The city attorney's office says it cannot comment on the gun violence restraining order because it's an active case, saying the city assisted Chula Vista police in the matter since Millete has significant ties to the city of San Diego as a civilian contractor at the Balboa Naval Hospital. A hearing on the warrant is scheduled for June 22nd at 9 a.m. You can download our ABC 10 News mobile app and keep track of the updates and search for Maya Millete. That is free in the App Store. In the last 90 minutes, the FDA approved Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine for emergency use authorization for children ages 12 to 15. This comes amid a big push to get the younger population vaccinated at pop-up locations. But as ABC 10 News reporter Marie Cornell shows us, these sites aren't just for students.
Starting this week, there will be a number of pop-up vaccination clinics held at schools all across the county. These neighborhoods were specifically chosen because of the low vaccination rates. Among those getting vaccinated at Hoover High was Maite Valderas, who came with their mom. Both were hesitant to get the COVID-19 vaccine, but Maite, who is an alum of Hoover High, says having a clinic in their neighborhood made the decision easier, something she believes many families can relate to.
There's a lot of first-generation students that are coming here, and a lot of their parents don't speak the language, so they're it's really nice to be able to see moms with their children here and dads as well. being able to come here and have their questions answered and feel kind of safe that they're getting the vaccine in their own community, so they're very close to home.
This pop-up vaccination clinic is accepting walk-ins for anyone 16 and up. It's run by UC San Diego Health, and it's one of many schools that's hosting a vaccination site. Sharp Healthcare will be holding sites at Canyon Hills High School, Kearney, Claremont, and Health Sciences High and Middle School. UC San Diego Health will be hosting sites at Hoover, Lincoln, Crawford, Morse, and San Diego High Schools. Hoover High senior Ivania Rubio says while many of her peers are still hesitant to get a vaccine, she feels having a vaccination site right on campus will change people's minds.
That connection not only with my community, but my school and just with myself too, being able to just come in and know that this is something that we have to do.
For a list of the schools that are participating in these pop-up clinics, go to our website, 10news.com, click on this story, and we have posted a list. Reporting from Hoover High, Marie Cornell, ABC 10 News.
Some parents are eager to get their child vaccinated, about 3 in 10. That's according to a survey from the Kaiser Family Foundation. But other parents are more hesitant. A quarter say they will wait to see how the vaccine works. 18% only plan to get their child vaccinated if the school requires it. And 25% say they will definitely not have their child get the vaccine. 3 local vaccine sites are now offering evening hours for vaccinations. No appointment is needed. The locations are listed right here on your screen. They include Chula Vista, El Cajon, and Oceanside. They're open from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. Again, walk-ins are accepted. The vaccine superstation at UCSD's campus will close June 1st. The superstation opened back in February inside the school's REMAC Arena. This site and Sharp's superstation are seeing a deep decline in vaccine appointments. The county launched a program to bring pop-up vaccine sites to get more people vaccinated. And more Californians could receive Golden State stimulus payments. This comes after the governor laid out a $100 billion recovery plan today to boost the economy and help with rent and utility relief. The state legislature still has to approve the budget plan. Those who make between $30,000 and $75,000 a year would get a $600 payment. Those who make $75,000 with at least one child would get an extra $500.
That tax rebate will impact just shy of 80% of all tax filers will get a direct stimulus check, will get a direct relief payment because of this announcement.
The state legislature still has to approve the budget plan. It also comes as the governor faces a recall election. You can keep track of the latest developments in the pandemic by heading to our website, 10news.com. A sexually violent predator will not be placed in a Mount Helix home. This comes after a judge's ruling this morning who said that the home was in a densely populated area and close to children. Merle Wakefield is currently at the Coalinga State Hospital. He was convicted of sex crimes in the 80s and 90s. He was approved for conditional release, but officials will now have to find a new location for him. The Mount Helix home is the same place where another convicted predator, Douglas Badger, could be placed. We spoke with neighbors about the judge's decision today.
That was the right decision. These men don't belong in a neighborhood full of people and full of children.
Last month, Supervisor Joel Anderson told us a disproportionate number of these types of offenders are being released and placed in his East County district. Nearly 30% of the state is now under a drought emergency. Governor Gavin Newsom made that declaration 3 weeks ago for Sonoma and Mendocino counties. Both were severely impacted by the dry Russian River watershed. Now, the declaration is expanding to include 39 additional counties in northern and central parts of the state.
We're not announcing a statewide drought emergency. We still don't think that's necessary. We made the point 3 weeks ago, and we were explicit that we will look at regional conditions, we'll look at local conditions, and we will flex up.
Again, counties in some parts of Southern California, including San Diego, are not impacted. A memorial is growing in Colorado Springs after a mass shooting killed 6 people at a birthday party. This happened over the weekend at a mobile home park. Police believe the killer was one of the victim's boyfriends. They said he walked into the party and began shooting and then took his own life. Investigators also found children inside the home. None was hurt. Police are still searching for a motive.
The newsfeed starts with a new strategy in stopping domestic terror. The Department of Homeland Security is now looking at public posts on social media a bit differently. Instead of who is posting, experts now are looking more big picture on emerging narratives that could lead to what happened at the Capitol on January 6th. The Biden administration is putting protections back in place for those in the transgender community when it comes to healthcare. The move will make sure that healthcare providers do not deny services to people based on sexual orientation and gender identity. Social media can sometimes be a pretty unpleasant place, and that's putting it lightly. A new report says platforms pose a significant problem for those in the LGBTQ community. GLAAD reports platforms need to do more to battle hate speech and harassment.